Hello everyone, it's Oliver Harper here, and today I'm doing a new type of video. It's going to be an unboxing one. Now, I'm not really a big fan of doing these. I mean, you see them online and usually just people unboxing a load of crap or just buying like a video game and just being like, opening it up and go, oh look, there's no manual. Well, whoop-de-fucking do, let's put that on YouTube. So this is not going to be a regular thing. I'm just going to be, if I do them in the future, it may be something, a particular item, not something I'll be doing on a weekly basis. As you can see from the title of it, it's the new Superman NECA figure. Now, I already have the Hot Toys Christopher Reeve one, and this cost a lot of money. I got this when it came out. Got it with discount as well for about £180. That's a lot of money. These obviously now sold out now. You probably have to pay quite a lot for them on eBay, but they are very faithful to Christopher Reeve's look. As a kid, I always wanted one, a Christopher Reeve figure, but he never sold his likeness to the toy manufacturers. Maybe his own decision, or something wasn't worked out when they did the films. But even for the sequels, nothing ever happened. So when Christopher Reeve passed away, toy companies obviously sorted out deals with the Christopher Reeve Foundation, Warner Brothers, and his family, obviously. And now there's a lot more Christopher Reeve collectibles. I'm only really a big fan of the films and Christopher Reeve himself. I'm not that into the comics anymore. I read them as a kid, but anything Christopher Reeve related, I like to get hold of. But there is, since they've started doing these kind of figures, some of them are really crap, or they charge a lot of money, and they don't really look like Christopher Reeve that much. Even with the Hot Toys one, there's kind of, his S isn't particularly right. Loads of little kind of minute details. I mean, a lot of fans have done their own kind of outfits for Chris and made modifications. Then I saw NECA were doing one. NECA don't charge as much as Hot Toys, and the figures are even bigger. And they usually go for about £100. I saw some photos online. It looked pretty interesting. Some of the fans were a bit, unsure if it would look that good, because the photos weren't brilliant, but I think in person people are actually quite happy with the final design. So I messaged my friend Stewart who runs his own Superman channel on YouTube, where he shows you his collection of statues and figures. He only focuses on them, not like other memorabilia. So his collection is fucking huge, and this guy can't stop buying them. But yeah, definitely check out his channel in the description box below. It's an incredible collection. I messaged him and said, are you going to be getting this new NECA figure? And he goes, yeah, of course. And so, do you want to get one as well? I said, yeah. So he said, okay, I'll order them from America. They'll be a lot cheaper as well, because, from pounds to dollars, you're going to save money. But the other way around, it's always, you end up losing money. If I get paid, via YouTube ad revenue and Patreon, and there's always like, you got literally half that amount you get when you get it in pounds, which is always, frustrating. So you've got to constantly watch the currency exchange rate going on. So I knew I'd save money getting it from America. And Stewart got them, and I said to him, okay, let me know the price and I'll PayPal you the amount. And he goes, no, it's for free. You have it as a gift. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe his generosity. I was willing to pay for it, but he said no, just to say thank you for all the videos I've done, and I was shocked. And other people have sent me gifts in the past, just out of the blue. A chap called John on my Patreon just sent me these like Alien and Predator figures, just out of the blue. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, thank you very much. Some guy, apologies, I can't remember your name. He sent me his industrial sized bag of peanut butter M&Ms. And which took me, Duncan, and Richard about 4 months to get through. Stewart sent me the Superman figure today. Sent it the other day, obviously. It arrived today. And it's fucking massive, the boxes. As you can see, it's fucking huge. So let's show you guys at home what this NECA Superman figure looks like. I'll show you in detail what it looks like up close and in comparison to the Hot Toys one, and if it's worth your money spending. Because, £100 is still a lot of money. It's not cheap for an action figure, as it were. But hopefully it lives up to, my expectations. And hopefully yours as well. Okay, let's have a look. As you can see, it's been nicely packaged up by Stewart. There's so many items I've got in the past where you buy stuff off eBay and it's like comes with barely any bubble wrap or paper inside. So Stewart knows how to package his items. Stewart also kindly offered to include a stand for the NECA figure as well. There was an option to have it in black or white. I think we both agreed the colour white would be ideal for the Superman figure. There's so much packaging, it's unbelievable, but it's slow reveal, people. Look at that. It's like a giant dolly, you know. When you were a kid, you used to still get like a giant baby in this packaging, you know. It's the packaging is so cool though. Look at that logo. It's got the classic logo from the poster, and on the back it has the ginormous picture of the statue, as it were. No other kind of images on the box. Just very simple and effective. Got the crystal design from the Fortress of Solitude. Now it's time to get this bad boy open. So when I took it out of the box, on the back of the figure, it has these sort of cable ties around his legs. You can just see them closely on his legs there, like white. There's like black cable ties as well. They're actually very difficult to get out. Require some precision cutting, as it were. You can see his feet are a bit bowed when he turned up. But thankfully you can twist them back to normal. I'll be a bit gutted if they'll like that. See, I got all the cable ties off, and his cape came folded up in a little bag, so it's all nicely protected. The strange thing is, his knee joints look quite weird at first when you see them. It kind of looks like his legs are twisted the wrong way, but there's a few adjustments, and it all looks super duper. And the S on the back looks absolutely perfect, just like the film. You see, my girlfriend Natalie was thankfully around to film all this, because it would have been a nightmare to do it by myself. See, it comes with extra pair of hands. You can have his the palm of his hand open so he can fly, or you can use it to twist his hand so it looks like he's blocking something. You can see the detail on that. It's really good. Really good stuff. And got the stand with Chris Reeve exposing his hand, so it looks like he's blocking a laser beam or telling someone to stop. The best thing about it actually is probably the cape. I think the cape is absolutely perfect. The detail there on his face is really good. I'm really surprised by the quality. He obviously does look very evil and pissed off, doesn't he? Doesn't look happy. He's not a happy chap today. I can see the comparison between the Hot Toys one and the NECA. I mean, it's double the size. You can see the S is not as faithful on the Hot Toys one comparison to the NECA. If you go through some of the photos of from the films, you can see the shape is more consistent with the NECA one. As you can see, the boots are pretty faithful as well. It's I think they obviously look a bit better, a bit more detailed on the NECA figure as well. But the Hot Toys one is far more articulate. You know, you can put it in different poses, and don't have to. And the NECA one is a lot more stiff. You know, I think you're far more limited in what you can do. But the position I think I've got him in is something I'll probably will leave him in for the time being. Well, folks, the Superman NECA figure. I'm really impressed with this. I think the S is really good. The cape is fantastic. Really good material. The S on the back is really faithful to the one in the film. It's actually a lot better than the Hot Toys one with the cape and both the S's. Just down to the sheer size of it. You know, it just looks so cool on display. I found a spot for it now to go. It was going to be sitting on my subwoofer in the corner, but it's next to the Hot Toys one. I think it's a good sort of companion piece to it. I think the Hot Toys one's got a slightly more detailed face. You know, when you look at it first, you think, oh god, his face is a bit too long. You know, but when you look up close, you see it from a distance. It just looks absolutely perfect. I know Chris looks a bit more angry in this version. I think they also had modelled it on as a photo of Christopher Reeve from Superman 2 where he destroys the fortress at the end. I think they'd used that as a sort of reference. And he does look more like you sort of build and the way the cape is sort of sewn in and padded like he did at the end of Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, when he's kind of... Also, there's some of the footage is in the theatrical cut when he's got to bow down to Zod. So when Chris was a bit younger doing that stage of the filming, that's kind of some of the earlier stuff. So he's not as big as he was later on. But I would highly recommend it. For the price, £100, depending on where you get it from. You can maybe get it cheaper if you save some money getting it from abroad. I think it's fantastic. I think the packaging's really cool as well. I think it's going to be great. It's a great thing to have on display, and it's a great little extra collectible for Chris Reeve, Superman movie fans, who like collecting all the memorabilia and toys and bits and bobs from the films. And I think this and Hot Toys ones are the best Chris Reeve ones you can get. There is a couple other ones, but they are a lot of money and not very good. There's one where there's like a dam that's exploded and he's kind of posed over the top of it. It just looks weird. It's such a strange position they put him in to look like that. So you can move all the joints, all the elbows, not elbows. You can move his arms, obviously from the elbow bit, and bend his knees and stuff. But I don't think I'm just going to keep him kind of like this, pushing something. He's like he's blocking the laser blast from Superman 3. He's going stop. But yeah, it's definitely worth getting hold of if you see it in the shops. It should be in the shops. I don't think it will be as hard to find as the Hot Toys one when that came out, because that was only in the UK. You can only really get it from sort of collectors' websites, or I think I got my one from Forbidden Planet. They only had like 2 or 3 come in when it was released. So yes, definitely worth getting hold of, and I'd highly recommend it. All right, everyone, take care and goodbye. Bye bye, Superman.